Michael Grinder here. I'm going to talk about a taboo subject. What is the difference verbally and non-verbally between female and male styles of communication? Some people are even offended by talking about male and female styles of communication. So please, bear with me as I get in trouble talking about controversial issues. By the way, I have 6 biological sisters. They want to know why they're not getting to appear also. I promise I'll share it with them. Number one, you have to really understand that the way females and males talk are different. In what way? Well, one of them is a female can talk about content and pay attention to the process of how it's being delivered at the same time. Males, they can pay attention to the content, but not the process. It helps you appreciate why, when females are listening, they bob their head like this. They make encouraging sounds. What they're doing is they're indicating, I'm supporting the process as well as the content that you're saying. Males, they're afraid. If they bob their head, they may be interpreted as agreeing with whatever the content is. Both of them have to get that elephant out. The female oftentimes has to say this, I'll be bobbing my head, and I'm told that I make encouraging sounds all the time. I want you to know it doesn't mean I agree with what you're saying. It means that I'm supporting our conversation. The male has to do the same thing also. I've been told that I don't bob my head a lot when I listen. It's because I'm concentrating. In no way am I trying to discourage you from talking. Please continue. As long as you get the elephants out, it's okay if there's a difference. And if I may, sometimes the statistical information about males and females are exactly the opposite. And sometimes how we are at work is very different than how we are at home. One of the things that we want to suggest, number 2, is that there's a huge difference in terms of how decisions are made. Actually, what you're going to find is females want to be involved in the decision-making process, not just the final decision. Whereas males will tend to only want final decision. So that's why when my wife asks me, honey, what do you think about blah, blah, blah? And it's a rather complex decision. I want to go away and think about, I could, maybe, vary both. Here's another, factor, bring them all together. Then I come back and I just share my decision with her. I've learned that does not work. What she wants is for me to share, I feel this way and I feel that way. Then she feels closer to me. So sometimes, number 2, the difference between men and women are, do you share your ambivalence, feeling more than one way at the same time, or just your decision? Another thing that would be really helpful to understand is the difference between credible and approachable. Females' structure of their voice tends to be that they tend to move their head up and down, and their voice comes out very rolling. So they're seen as being very, very approachable. Males tend to have their head still, as we mentioned earlier, so that they are seen as being credible. Here's what's amazing, completely unfair. 6 sisters, get ready. If the male can learn how to be more approachable, he has a shot at being seen as new age sensitive guy. Whereas the female that goes from being approachable to being credible, the B word comes out. So unfair. But it is a difference between males and females. The other thing that you may want to look at in terms of males and females, point number 4, is the idea of at home, when you have to bring up a sticky subject, you don't want to. Females bring it up 80% of the time more than males. And that's both in happy as well as unhappy relationships. What's amazing about the male? The male doesn't like talking about those difficult subjects. He does what's called stonewalling, you know the term, stonewalling 85% of the time. Differences between males and females, there's a lot. This just scratches the surface. We even have blog posts on this if you want to read more about it. Michael Grinder here, Males and Females.